glasses on, looking like the 500-year-old man while I'm talking to you clowns. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to get a ball game on my phone. That's all I'm trying to do, and it's not working out like I want it to.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in today. As today, my guests here beside me, we'll introduce them in more formality in a few minutes, but that's Marty David. This is Jamie Hodges. Weeze is on assignment, could not be here today, and well, he's missing out, and we'll make fun of him. So that happens. That's what's going to happen. This is the show for Friday, April 20th. That's when it's going to show on television at, well, it'll be on the YouTube, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel, as well as on, what is it, Channel 3 in Salem, along with Channel 25 and Channel 100 here in Flora and Louisville. So do keep an ear out for that. Let me talk a little bit about, since we're talking about this being Friday's show, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on Friday. Yeah, why don't you go get it? If you're going to go mute it, go get the little remote and I'll show you which one it is. The Fairfield FFA Greenhouse Sale will be on April 20th. Let me see that. I get it. I can do it from here. Short glitch, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. The Greenhouse sale will be April 20th from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you're watching this at 9 o'clock in the morning in Jeff, Sisney, or Flora, anywhere, go to the Greenhouse sale as that raises funds for the FFA Ag, the Future Farmers of America. They're not really called that anymore. They're just FFA now, aren't they? But that will be this Friday. That's today if you're watching on television. Jeff Grade School having their annual benefit supper for the Jeff Ruriton Club, or hosted by the Jeff Ruriton Club on Friday. That serving starts at 4:30. Cost by donation. Yum. This is the noodle meal. This is the one that people look forward to. It is chicken and noodles. It's beef and noodles, mashed potatoes, rolls, dessert, and drinks. If you don't get enough starch that day, you're just not trying. Also on Friday, Fairfield Public School District 112 going to have child find preschool screenings for kids birth to age 5 years old. Appointments are necessary, so do make a phone call. Get a hold of Tammy at 842-6501 to make an appointment. That's if you're in Fairfield, New Hope, Jasper, or Jeff School District. Also going on here in Flora on Friday at Johnny and June's, the Flora Chamber of Commerce Coffee Connection. That's at 7:30 in the morning. That may still be going on when this ends. Also, Olney Central College is having their music department spring concert tonight. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Olney Central Music Department, that'll be at the John D. Stoll Performing Arts Center. No admission. That's cool. The Flora Chamber of Commerce, what did I say? I already said that. How about the Frontier Community College? They're having their big art show Friday today. 6th Annual Community Art Show, and it'll be from 4 in the afternoon to 7 p.m., as well as I think tomorrow. If you want more information, give them a call at 842-3711. Plus, on Saturday, now do keep this in mind, this is on Saturday the 21st, it's the Coffee House, it's the Sisney Fireworks Show 2018 fundraiser. That's at Alex Atwood's Country Financial Officer, 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and they're going to have all kinds of pork burger, pork loin sale, and I believe that will be at Alex Atwood's Country Financial Office in Sisney. What else on Friday? Well, how about that fish and chicken dinner taking place at the Salem American Legion? They do it every Friday. It'll be starting at 4:30, and you've seen it on the wall right back there. The Salem Community Annual Fundraiser is set for this Saturday, April 21st at 7 p.m. Tickets are $25 per person. That includes a drink as well as some snacks. John Spicer and the Fightin' Side playing the big show that in Salem. Also, Mount Vernon all weekend long. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the annual Steel Guitar Show at the Doubletree Hilton in Mount Vernon. If you can't find something to do this weekend, you are not looking. Tonight on television, well, in the NBA, you're looking at the Cavaliers and Pacers. That's game 3 of that series. Also, the Toronto Raptors will be playing the Wizards, and the Celtics at the Bucks for game 3 there as well. Hockey tonight, Philadelphia Flyers at Pittsburgh. I believe that's game 4 of that series. Will that be 4?
Yeah,
that'll be
well.
4. Minnesota Wild at Winnipeg. No, that'll be 5.
That'll be 4. They're playing tonight. They're playing as we're taping.
But 4. So that'll be 5 that night.
They're playing 3 on Wednesday night. They're playing 3.
We'll get it all worked out. We'll get it all worked out here in just a minute. Also, the Colorado Avalanche at Nashville on Friday night. So all kinds of different things to see. Marty is here. Jamie is here. This is Take the Points. This is the big Take the Points show on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 3 in Salem, Channel 100 in Flora, as well as Channel 25 in Flora if you don't have fiber. So do stick around, and we'll be right back.
Heritage Woods of Flora offers cozy private apartments and personalized service plans for active seniors. Our affordable assisted lifestyle includes 3 meals every day, assistance with chores and medications, and a full calendar of social activities. At Heritage Woods, you can visit with friends, enjoy an evening of music, or play an afternoon of Wii bowling, all without leaving your home. We even have a beauty shop in-house. For more information, stop by 1003 West 4th Street or call Valerie at 618-662-4599.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. This is our Take the Points edition. We're one man down tonight, but we'll see if we can't venture away to make it through that. And we do hope you. Well, actually, we'll probably just say nasty things. Good evening. That is Marty David. How you doing tonight, Mark?
I'm good. Glad to be here again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Next to you is Mr. Jamie Hodges. How you doing, Jamie?
Big milestone, show number 4 for us. So
ladies and gentlemen,
keep trucking along. Let's keep trucking along.
Show number 4. Show number 4. I was looking at the wrong camera. By the way, congratulations.
I'm scared.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Trivia champions
yeah.
from the Sisney Teacher Trivia Contest.
North Wayne Education Association.
North Wayne Education Association. Hey, we want to send a big old thank you to all those folks from the North Wayne Education Association. They put on a nice meal up there Friday night.
Fun. We had a great time. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Great meal, 15 teams, big crowd. It was a good time.
Good crowd. I heard they made a ton of money, and that money's going to scholarships for North Wayne kids.
Yes,
so
sir.
We donated our winnings back. We had a great time.
You know,
it was well worth it.
That's what pushed it over the top, Marty, was...
As they were figuring out the tiebreaker. We'll give it to these guys. They'll give the money back.
That's right. These guys who might have had some...
they'll definitely give the money back.
Those guys, they've already blown all their money, and they're not going to keep that.
We also had the nicest table, thanks to your wife, Bruce.
Yeah, Chelsea's birthday.
Decorating for my wife. That was very nice of her and you guys.
Chelsea Musgrave celebrating her birthday.
Yeah.
We're not going to say how many.
I'm still eating cupcakes.
Are you still eating cupcakes?
I think we've about killed them off.
Yeah, I was going to say you didn't bring any tonight.
No,
that would have been.
I think Chelsea probably got rid of them.
Well, I see she had folks that she could take them to.
Yeah, she took some to work, yeah.
That's cool. But, that was, again, big thanks to the North Wayne Education Association. This is a Take the Points show, so we're talking sports. We're going to talk...
I need to apologize ahead of time. I'll be looking down at my phone a whole lot.
Why is that?
Due to the fact that as we're taping this, the Pacers are playing the Cavs. So
the Pacers are playing the Cavs right now.
I'm not ignoring you guys.
We will actually, by the end of the show, Jamie might be able to give us an update on how far ahead the Cavs are by the end of the show. You don't like me at all, do you?
No, not at all. Maybe a little bit.
The NBA playoffs have started. And there have been some pretty good-sized stories in the NBA playoffs. You got to think, I'll go ahead and let you fire this at you. You got to think, now granted, the biggest surprise, one of the biggest surprises of the playoffs are certainly the Indiana Pacers beating the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We have it on video last week. That was called. That's not a surprise.
You did call that. Absolutely.
It's got to be the Pelicans because we called the Pacers. That was called. It's in the archives.
So that's not a surprise.
There's video proof of it. Digital audio proof of it.
Of you calling the Pacers?
Yeah.
Were you surprised by the dominance that the Pacers showed against the Cavaliers?
That I was surprised because I'm not going to lie. Every time in that fourth quarter when the Cavs would get it down to 10, I'd get really, really nervous, and then all of a sudden Oladipo would turn it on, or Bogdanovich, however you pronounce his name.
Tell me about
I can't pronounce
Bogdanovich.
It.
It's Bogdanovich is what his last name is. I think it's Bogue. Bogue Bogdanovich is apparently, for somehow over the past year, developed the ability to defend.
And it came out of nowhere because, see, we got Oladipo and Sabonis in that trade, so Sabonis had been doing that role.
And Sabonis has been in this series now basically just guarding the rim then,
yes,
right?
Yeah, because Bogdanovich has been able to go out, flex
Bogdanovich.
Out. Was that close enough?
No.
Has been able to flex out, on the perimeter, so Sabonis just been standing underneath blocking shots, getting rebounds.
You see, I must admit, I didn't. They're doing game 2 right now. I did not see any of game 1. I saw some of the highlights, but I didn't get a chance to see it. Was LeBron? How did LeBron and Lance Stevenson get along today?
Oh, Stevenson just actually stooge-eyed him a couple of times.
Oh, really?
LeBron would
just
drive.
Gave the stink eye?
Well, LeBron would drive, and Stevenson would swat the ball and catch LeBron in the face, and LeBron would act like he'd been.
Oh, like he'd been...
someone threw rocks in his face or something. He'd have to wallow around for a while and walk to the bench.
I did notice after the game, now, I preface the question by reminding folks that we are talking to an Indiana Pacers fan. When they had the post-game interviews, Victor Oladipo was all, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're hopefully going to do this. With the Cavaliers, when they talked to LeBron, it was, I've been behind before. He didn't even talk about the Cavaliers.
Well, and he left before the buzzer.
Oh, he did?
He left the court. Yeah, he didn't shake hands. He left the court actually before the final buzzer.
Well, you don't shake hands. Do you shake hands in the playoffs until the end?
It's
like hockey.
Hockey doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, playoffs they usually do, but he left the court before the last buzzer even sounded.
A little bit of a bad taste there. It sounds like just a little bit of bitterness. You used to be a LeBron fan,
huh? No, I just think LeBron's a great player. I just want him to do really, really bad this series. Yeah, I'm not anti-LeBron. I just want him to have a real bad series.
Oh, that's cool. That's understandable.
I'm enough of a basketball fan to realize when we have a once in a generation type player we get to watch. I'm not one of those.
And you would like this to be the one time that he doesn't advance out of the first round.
That would be correct. This was the first time in his career he'd ever lost a first-round game, which is just
that's amazing,
mind-blowing.
At least in the last 21 series.
That's crazy. Never missed the playoffs, and the first time he's lost a first-round game.
First time he's lost the first game of a first-round series.
Yeah.
That's astonishing, by the way. It's a 14-year career or something, right?
15, I believe, but anyhow, that's amazing.
Well, I know, but he hasn't been in the playoffs. Has he been in the playoffs?
So besides that, the Pelicans are the huge.
What's the story on the Pelicans? You've been paying attention to that?
I've watched it a little bit. I mean, I kind of pay attention to Portland because our Myers Leonard's there, and it's one of those that, like, it's kind of, if they are on TV during the regular season, it's a late night game, so it's kind of one of those I can catch, when you're just about to go to bed or whatever, watch a little bit of the Portland game. And my brother-in-law, Tyler Musgrave, lives out there in Portland. He's a big Portland fan, so I was.
Has he going to the games?
Yeah, he's been going to. He goes to a lot of games actually.
No, I mean, did he go to?
I haven't checked with him on the
first
series yet, so I don't know if he's been to any of the series games, but he goes to quite a few, so I'm assuming he probably has, but. That the first night it was just what's his face from Kentucky?
Davis.
Yeah, Davis. Anthony Davis just took over, and he had like 37 points in that game, and he just dominated. Last night I didn't watch
It was the guard play.
Yeah, I was gonna say last night
for New Orleans.
New Orleans just shot the lights out.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
because Portland actually played pretty well, and they were ahead for a good portion of the first half. And then just lost it in the second half. I didn't see the very end because I was flipping back and forth to a little bit of hockey and the Cardinals, of course. So,
well, it's got to be because Myers Leonard is hurt, right? I mean, Leonard isn't getting to play much. He's getting to play.
They put him in a little. They put him in right at the end of game one when they were down 3, and they actually ran a screen for him. And
for a 3-point shot?
No, they were running him to the basket, which, I mean, I was kind of...
See, that doesn't make sense.
It didn't make sense to me either.
Leonard's been Mr. 3-pointer this year.
It actually, the ball kind of went off his knee and then got slapped away. It ended up being off of New Orleans, and Portland got the ball back. But, Myers, that's the only minutes I've seen him get in the first 2 games.
It's not terrifically surprising, is it, to see that the Warriors are basically flushing the Spurs out. This is the last ride for the Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs are going to have to start rebuilding and stuff. And, they were dominant for years. They were a great team to watch, and they're just going to have to rebuild a little. The surprise out west, besides the Pelicans, to me, which it's just been one game.
Yeah,
that's all it was. But the sexy pick for a lot of people was Utah.
Oh yeah,
they were built well, and they did not look.
They didn't look
good at all against Oklahoma City. They looked just
Oklahoma
completely
City
out
gave
of
them a
it.
good. Yeah, they gave him a good. Were you surprised that Milwaukee wasn't able? Speaking of sexy pick,
well, with the injuries,
the Brewers were the Brewers. The Bucks.
Moving on to baseball.
The Bucks were supposed to be. They were the sexy pick to upset the Celtics, and they went in there and gave the Celtics good games, but the Celtics were able to pull them out at the end.
Yeah, which was. I mean. We've all, of course, been in the Midwest. We've watched Brad Stevens coach. It's hard not to like Brad Stevens. We talked about this on the way up.
They say he's kind of like the analytics guy of the NBA. When you talk about MLB, baseball analytics and studying, and he's a math guy. He's a numbers guy, and the players seem to love him, and they definitely play hard for him. So I'm not totally surprised, but I thought the Bucks would take one game out there in Boston. So I'm a little surprised by that.
The Bucks are kind of fortunate in that this is a 7-game series now, as opposed to a couple of years ago when it was still a 5.
Yeah,
best of 5. Now this is best of 7. It hadn't been that way for very long, but golly, these first round series just go forever, don't they?
And we talked about a little bit last week.
At least in the NBA.
Well, this is the first year. Usually in the NBA, the first round, you can almost not watch a first round series in the NBA a lot of times. It's not going to be competitive. Yeah. It's not going to be fun. It's one of those years to where there's several different series that ought to turn out to be pretty good.
Well, and it seems maybe it just seems like this, but they seem to take more nights off between games in the series than like the NHL does.
NHL's taking 1.
Because it seems like the NHL first round's over, and then the NBA first round still has 3 or 4 days left of their first round. So it seems like, but that's all for TV. That's all for the primetime showings.
We'll be back with, we're going to talk a little bit about the NHL, and then we're going to talk about the NFL draft and a little bit, talk about some of the ins and outs and what to expect maybe a week from, if you're watching on YouTube, a week from Thursday or a week from last night, if it's on Friday morning. It's confusing.
We're time travelers.
Exactly right. Exactly right. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and we'll be right back with Marty David and Jamie Hodges right after these words.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Heritage Woods of Flora offers cozy private apartments and personalized service plans for active seniors. Our affordable assisted lifestyle includes 3 meals every day, assistance with chores and medications, and a full calendar of social activities. At Heritage Woods, you can visit with friends, enjoy an evening of music, or play an afternoon of Wii bowling, all without leaving your home. We even have a beauty shop in-house. For more information, stop by 1003 West 4th Street or call Valerie at 618-662-4599.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
It is. Good morning. Good morning. Well, it is morning if you're watching this Friday morning. Good evening, whatever. This is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce Dickey. Marty David down there. This is Jamie Hodges here. We do appreciate you tuning in tonight for this broadcast. We're talking sports today. This is our weekly sports wrap-up show. NHL playoffs well underway, and they're about a game or two farther right now than the NBA playoffs, which, like we were talking a moment ago, I just like watching. Now, the players may not like it as much as having one night between games, as opposed to the NBA having two or three. But, man, you better get busy in an NHL series or you're going to get rolled out, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And
take a look at who got beat by the
Golden Knights.
Oh, the Knights, that was the Kings, LA Kings.
Kings are a good team.
Yeah, they're a good team. They still have Jonathan Quick in goal, or did have. They're done now, but those series. The NBA as well. They get into a rhythm, and you can kind of see it coming in some of them. But I wasn't surprised that the Knights won that series, but I'm surprised that they swept them like that.
Marty, since you're a Blues fan, we're all Blues fans here. Who have you picked to? I think you mentioned last week you thought you're going to become a fan of the Knights for the playoffs.
Marty's pick looks a lot better than mine.
Yeah,
currently.
well, just
yours does not look good.
Mine's not looking
just
too
a
hot.
sentimental pick. As an expansion team, the Blues, their first year was at 67. Their expansion year, right? They went to the finals. They lost in the Stanley Cup
finals.
Finals.
Also a reason. The Western Conference was all expansion teams for the first.
Well, that's true.
So that did help. The Blues were the Blues were like the prettiest of a litter of mutts. Yeah. whereas Vegas is playing against the teams that have been put together for a while.
And Vegas put together a good team in their expansion draft whenever, teams could only protect so many players. So there was a good crop of players to choose from, but I don't think anybody thought that, Jamie said, now they're one of the favorites to win the Cup.
Well, I looked today, and the new odds are the co-favorite with the Predators.
Yeah, I mean,
is that right?
Yeah.
And they're both going to come out of the West.
Well, and that's a good point too, in that the Preds are being pushed a little bit. Colorado's played them good.
Yeah, and they snuck out that one in Colorado. I really thought that the Colorado won.
Yeah,
I didn't think they were going to. If you were watching that game, it really felt like the Preds are going to grind it out. Yeah. The Preds are going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. And then all of a sudden,
it was a big turnaround.
Yeah, they lost the game, and all the momentum switched.
It's because Stan Kroenke motivated them.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Promised a new stadium.
Oh gosh, let's not talk about Stan Kroenke. We'll get to rant time a little bit later. Tell me about your Caps. Are they going to be?
They won a game.
They won
fine.
last night.
They're fine. Won last night. Let's say
they got the overtime goal off.
Got the overtime goal off a skate. But sometimes that's how you draw it up.
You go to the net.
I guarantee they practiced that play. So they've got that. So then now tomorrow night, they're down a game and they will play the third.
Well, it's the fourth game. So there's 2 games to 1.
Yeah.
And they're going to be at Columbus. Okay. So you're
in Columbus.
So you're still strong with your Caps.
Right now, Columbus is favored.
Well, and I did
not by a lot.
I did check in, and I thought I was correct on this. The Blue Jackets refers to their Civil War heritage.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
it's not a wasp or something.
No,
because I've been in that stadium and they have like some kind of wasp thing.
Could it be like the Buffalo Sabres, where it's like 2 different?
It could be.
They have one jersey with the sword and one jersey with the buffalo on it.
It could be.
But they do. It is their Civil War heritage, and then they have like the red, white, and blue scheme with the stars. But then they have a third jersey, and also in the stadium they have a cannon that they fire too. So
well, that does make a lot of sense, and especially when you're watching on television and they flash the Columbus logo versus the Washington logo. I have trouble figuring out which one's which.
Without the stars,
because the Washington has the eagle look, and I think, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense either for Caps, but I guess
okay. I'm going to now turn off my.
Not looking good.
We'll go ahead and get rid of that.
JD's been watching the Pacers versus the Cavaliers, and he's no longer watching.
Yeah, we're going to stop watching for a little bit.
Tell me about my Penguins are looking pretty good, aren't they?
Well, the Flyers gave them one good game.
They beat them once.
But then Pittsburgh turned right around and looked like they did in game 1, basically, really.
Yeah, it went 7-0, and then what Philly won like 5-1 or something.
Yeah. Well, that was the other kooky thing about the Sharks. They had the 8-1 game, 8-0 game or so. Hockey is just such a trip. It's a lot of fun.
Well, like we said,
we're not choosing one over the other, but I think we've made it clear if forced on a desert island to watch one versus the other, we'd prefer the National Hockey League.
I'm gonna watch hockey playoffs versus NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I would.
If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, especially when you get to overtime games.
Yeah.
I mean, overtime playoff in an NHL game is I think a lot of fun.
Well, in hockey, I mean, those guys are just, you see them throwing their body all over the. You're standing over there and you're going to hit a puck and you're asking me to dive on the ground while another guy's diving
on purpose
and try and block my body with that puck while a guy's swinging a stick at that puck. I'm probably not going to do it, Bruce.
And the puck is hard rubber and moves about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pass.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm sitting here behind a table.
Because say, good to know, Jamie.
Yeah.
Glad to.
That's the only reason.
We'll keep that. Yeah, that's the only reason.
It's not the lack of athletic ability, the non-balance. It's I choose to sit here.
We're going to be back and talk about all kinds of different things when we return. You're watching the Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and that's Marty David. That's Jamie Hodges. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back after these.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Heritage Woods of Flora offers cozy private apartments and personalized service plans for active seniors. Our affordable assisted lifestyle includes 3 meals every day, assistance with chores and medications, and a full calendar of social activities. At Heritage Woods, you can visit with friends, enjoy an evening of music, or play an afternoon of Wii bowling, all without leaving your home. We even have a beauty shop in-house. For more information, stop by 1003 West 4th Street or call Valerie at 618-662-4599.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Pretty good. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. This is the Take the Points edition. That is Marty David down there. This is Jamie Hodges right here. Do appreciate you tuning in here on Wabash Catch TV. In Salem, it's Channel 3. Here in Flora, it's Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on if you have fiber. Same in Louisville, Sisney, and in Jeff. By the way, one other thing that will be on television this afternoon, and I forgot to mention it, here in the Flora Quadrant, it'll be the Sisney Running Lions at home this evening, if you're watching on Friday evening, against the Fairfield Mules baseball squad. So do take a look at that. It should be a lot of fun. Sisney hosting the Fairfield Mules, and that'll also be on YouTube. Okay, fellas. The funky thing about the NFL draft this year, to me, one of the funky things is that there are a ton of Cleveland Brown picks in the first round. And that's the same as the Kevin Costner movie from like 5 or 6 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
If they get Vontae Mack and David Putney, we'll know that something's up.
Okay. Well, see, now that was the tricky thing. Kevin Costner was like the GM of the Browns, and
just because of his dad,
had fired his dad.
They fired.
He fired his dad as the coach.
I know, but
he fired his dad.
Yeah. For his own health.
So you have seen this more than I. And then he died, right?
The movie.
No, the dad was dead in the movie. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, he fired his dad. Then he's dead.
Television, taking a drink on TV.
Around here we call him Coach. What they say around here we refer to him as Coach.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Is Cleveland going to have quite the entertaining day and evening on the Thursday night, like they had in the movie? Because they ended up getting 3 picks in the first.
I am not one
12 picks or something like that.
I'm not one that automatically ascribes intelligence to actors, like when they give their political views or their views on sports or whatever. I don't normally think, well, they're an actor. They must be a lot smarter than me.
They're a lot smarter than me. They're on TV.
I will make this statement.
Wait a second. We're on TV. We are smart.
I will make this statement. I believe the Browns would be better off with Kevin Costner. It can't be worse. So I don't know if they'll do as well.
Well, that's true too. All right. Browns have the number 1 pick. First question first, are they going to keep it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see them keeping it.
After they passed on Carson Wentz and Deshaun Watson
2 years in a row. Last year was 2 years ago was Carson Wentz. Last year was Deshaun Watson. So they traded away from Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, it didn't necessarily pass. Yeah, they traded.
Well, that was their pick. They traded out of it so that Houston could come in to get him. Right. They do kind of need a quarterback.
But
they traded.
Most teams do.
They traded. Isn't Kaiser now a Bear?
No,
or the Bronco maybe. Deshaun Kaiser. They moved him in the offseason.
Trying to think. No, he didn't go to the Bears.
I thought he went to Washington, but I could be.
Yeah, it wasn't the Bears.
Okay. But well, no biggie. Anyway. No biggie. He's not there anymore. So, did they take a quarterback with the first pick?
I believe so.
So. Here's my take on this.
All right, give us your take on
because we talked about this once again. We need to quit talking in vehicles, or start taping.
Wow.
In the vehicle.
We can talk. See, that's rehearsal.
So there's 6 quarter. All the mock drafts are looking very different. I mean, you can flip through,
and we flip
through the phone.
None are the same.
Some years where the number 1 seems to be obvious, and it's not like that this year.
But all of them have 6 quarterbacks going in the first round. All of them have 6 going.
Have 6?
They've got Lamar Jackson's last one going, and he's even going.
You mean 5? You mean 5 quarterbacks? Jackson to be 5.
1, 2, 3.
We got
4.
Rudolph too.
Oh, they got Rudolph going. Rudolph has jumped up the board somehow. I don't know how, but Mason Rudolph from Oklahoma State has been climbing up the boards.
They've moved Mason Rudolph into the first.
Yeah. So anyhow,
crazy talk.
There's 6 quarterbacks.
Just crazy talk.
And probably 4 of them that keep rotating in that number 1 spot.
Would be Josh Allen,
Darnold, Rosen, Mayfield. So that tells you they're all 4 pretty close. The Browns have the 4th spot.
They have 1st and 4th.
Running backs. Guess how many running backs they got going in the first round?
1.
2.
2.
They got guys from LSU going low.
Late.
So basically, you got Saquon Barkley. Who everyone admits is a once in every great wild
He is
talent.
as good as a guy that has come out maybe – Ezekiel Elliott, that level, but other than Ezekiel in the first round, there hadn't been anybody.
And us being Big Ten fans, we got to see more than our share of him play at Penn State.
Le'Veon Bell's been good, but he didn't go that high.
So my theory would be if you're the Browns, and
here it is.
You've got 4 quarterbacks.
You're screaming at me here. This is the one. This is how I wanted it to go if I'm a Browns fan.
And we've got 4 quarterbacks.
Sure.
Or 4, they're pretty close. Why not take Barkley at 1?
Take
and then
Saquon
see what's
Barkley
left
first.
at 4.
Yeah.
And then see who's sitting there for you at 4.
Unless you're just in love with one of them.
Well, because here's the other wild card is Bradley Chubb, the defensive
Chubb
guy.
is the defensive
lineman,
end, right?
Defensive end from NC State, who could sneak into the top 3. So you could be Cleveland. You could take Barkley, really throw the draft into a little bit of chaos almost, and see what happens. And you're still going to have, theoretically, a quarterback pretty close to the others.
The tricky part about that is, though,
they can't all 4 get drafted in 3 spots.
Well, will Barkley be there at 4? I mean, if you're the Browns,
I wouldn't take that chance. Is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you've got New York, who looks like they're going to take a quarterback at 2. Then you got the Jets, who
now hold on a second. Everybody that I'm reading lately has the Giants taking Barkley at 2.
Well, it's changing. That's what I'm getting at. That's why I think you just get Barkley off the board, get him out of there.
Because I don't think I'm like you, Jamie. I don't think he's making 4. What do you think Barkley could last?
Well, I think he could last till 4, but I don't disagree with what Jamie's saying. As if you're the Browns, unless you're just absolutely in love with one of those guys, you could take Saquon at 1 and then see who falls. I mean, okay, so say you take Saquon off the board, then the Giants probably do take a quarterback, whether it's Donald or Mayfield or Rosen, and then so 2 of them are gone, and then you get back around at 4. So one of those 3 is going to be there for sure.
And we're all big college football guys.
We all
watch a lot of college football. And Josh Allen's probably the one we've seen the least.
I've seen all 6 of these quarterbacks a ton.
But Allen's probably the one the least. And I can't tell you much of a difference between Allen, Darnold,
I got to admit,
Rose, and Mayfield. I'd be happy with any of them, to be honest with you.
I do have to admit I watched like 2 Wyoming games this year.
I've seen twice.
To watch Josh Allen play.
Yeah. Well, and I was the same way. Actually, I think I probably watched one of them. I know with you.
Yeah. And he didn't look that good.
No, he's got good technique. He's big and has arm strength.
He can throw a long way.
But, so I just think you take and obviously I'm not the GM of a team.
This is what you think. This is what you think the Browns should do.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, what are the Browns going to do? They're going to take a punter first and completely botch it all.
They're going to trade out of that.
That's my question. That's my question. Who is going to be the number 1 pick of the draft? Well, that was going to be the next question. It will presumably be the Browns drafting, and we have Browns friends watching right now and hanging on our every word with this. But who are they going to take?
I'm going to go on camera and say I'm going to say Barkley.
You think they're taking the running back
because of what I said about the quarterbacks? I don't say you can fall in love with one that much over the other.
Caveat to that question, then, if they take Barkley in the first pick, who do they get with the 4?
I see Allen falling to 4 for him.
Okay, you see Josh Allen falling to 4.
I see the Giants and Jets going with Darnold and Rosen in some combination.
Yeah,
and Allen falling to 4. Who the Browns mate? Sorry, Marty.
No, go ahead.
Some of the draft boards are showing the Browns taking Allen 1 overall. So my point being, I guess, is I really think they can flip-flop that and get Barkley.
Who do you see Browns taking?
Off of what Jamie said, some of them I've looked at, I see Josh Allen going 1 to Cleveland, and I think it's because, even if he's a little bit of a project, he's got the physical stature that they want. He's got the big arm. A lot of NFL teams say, well, we can teach the technique. We need the size and the ability and the strong arm first, then we can teach from there. So I think the Browns have Josh Allen a little higher just from what I've read. I say either they take Saquon first and then hope Allen falls to them, or they take Allen first and then see what's at 4.
I got to tell you, so you're going to take.
I say either Saquon or I say Josh Allen's their first.
All right, well, I'm going to go out on that limb then, and I think they'll take Darnold first because this is the Cleveland Browns, and they don't do what's best for them.
Yeah,
I mean that's just what they do. They're going to take Darnold first.
Yeah, that's
Barkley's going to go to the Giants, and then Rosen will fall to the Jets, who they want everywhere you see anyway.
Right.
They're wanting Rosen. So that leaves the 4. They may end up taking Barkley. I don't think they will. I think that they'll think that the running backs or dime a dozen, because this is what the Browns do.
I'd like to see Barkley.
And they're going to take
6.
Chubb. They'll take Chubb.
Oh, God, yeah,
so you'll have 5. 5 will have the choice between Allen and Barkley.
And that's Denver.
And that's Denver. They need a quarterback.
They've got Case Keenum, but, that's not working.
6 isn't taking a quarterback. 8's not taking a
6
quarterback.
might want to take a quarterback.
We're not taking
Ladies
a
and
quarterback.
gentlemen, 6 is the
We're not
Indianapolis
taking a quarterback.
Colts. That
Bears
leads
aren't
me
taking a
to my
quarterback
next
today.
question, since we have established who we each think the Browns are going to take. Who are your teams going to take? You're a big Bears fan. You're a big Indianapolis Colts fan.
We want the same guy.
Yeah. We both like Quentin Nelson, the out of the offensive lineman from Notre Dame.
All right, if Josh Allen or Saquon Barkley have fallen to the 6th spot,
you take him. You take Barkley.
Yeah. You take
if
Barkley.
Culture taking Barkley.
Otherwise, you're taking maybe. Well, in my fake draft or mock. The Chubb's gone, so
I don't think either one of them are there. But if one of those two are there, you go ahead and take them.
All right, so at 8, who do the Bears take?
Well, if Chubb or Saquon's there, I would take either one of those players. But my wish and my hope is Quentin Nelson. The Bears just
Quentin Nelson, for your ladies and gentlemen, is an offensive lineman
out of Notre Dame.
The Bears out of Notre Dame. He's a stud, even at a guard. But he's
rated as one of the top to ever come out. Really.
And the funny thing is that in the top 10, the only 2 teams looking at offensive linemen are the Bears and Colts. We're the only 2. So
you need them.
If one of us
you boys both need them.
I know.
That's the thing. And the Bears, of course, with Mitch Trubisky, the biscuit, we got him. So the Bears are set there. Hopefully.
The biscuit.
I'm staying with it. I'm gonna make it work.
I love it. I love it. Mitch Trubisky, the biscuit, hot biscuit. Let's go hot biscuit.
Quentin Nelson, his offensive line coach at Notre Dame, the Bears hired him, so he is now employed by the Bears.
Yeah.
So not that
collusion.
Not that means collusion. Yeah. Not that means anything to the Colts, but I think that'd be the perfect fit. If he's there, that's who the Bears will
I got to tell you, I like Baker Mayfield better than all the quarterbacks, but I've watched too much Big 12.
The Browns will not take him because of Johnny Mansell.
You think the Denver will take a quarterback?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I think Denver. I think they'll take Allen if he's there, but he probably won't be there. I don't know. But the other question then, who gets? I think the steal of the draft if he goes anywhere after the 10 pick or 12 pick would be Lamar Jackson.
Some of them have him going as high as.
So you think
up around 15?
We do think 5 quarterbacks are going to be taken.
I think 6.
You think 6?
I think Rudolph's going to go.
You think Rudolph's going?
I think the ones I've looked at, Rudolph is going to go. This one has the Jaguars taking Rudolph at 29.
I think Rudolph's going to go.
There's no way Rudolph goes. No, Rudolph's not going. I'll say here now, Rudolph's not going.
Man, no
Write it down.
Rudolph.
It'll be five quarterbacks in the first round. No Mason Rudolph. That's what I'm saying.
And you're saying
I have spoken.
Okay, I wrote it down. We got it.
That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be able to look at this at this time next week and realize how full of beans we all are.
Well, and this is without us knowing what trades are going to be made.
Right, this is a week before the
Well, that's just this one from CBS Sports have the Colts trading yet again out of the 6th spot to the Bills and falling down to the 12th spot.
You may want to punch me, but I do really think the Colts are going to have to go quarterback. At some point, in the near future, and by near future, I mean number 1, number 2, or number 3 next week.
Oh, I don't think so.
All right, you haven't had Jacoby Brissett on your fantasy football team, have you?
I don't care about fantasy. I care about W's, buddy. And I like what I saw out of him last year.
I like Jacoby too.
I like what I saw out of him.
He's a good player. I asked you your teams. My team, I tried to follow the Tennessee Titans, and I'm still trying. But they don't pick till number 25, so I just want them to pick a wide receiver that's any good. That's
someone to catch a ball.
Someone to catch a ball.
This is kind of
throw touchdowns to himself.
Yeah.
I haven't studied it real deep, but it's kind of a light draft for wide receivers this year. Calvin Ridley.
By 25, maybe they can get a good one.
Calvin Ridley's probably the best coming out of Alabama.
Yeah.
And the Bears were talking about him, but they've made some offseason moves that I don't think they're taking a receiver now. So.
Well, Bears offseason moves, you really don't know what they're going to do.
Well, their whole receiving core's got reconstructed knees, but
you're counting on Kevin White being able to find out what's right.
I'm counting on Kevin White dressing game one.
I'm just curious.
I'll settle for that.
I'm just curious.
I'll settle for that.
We'll be back here with more. We're going to finish up here on Take the Points. This is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Marty David. This is Jamie Hodges. We'll be right back.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Heritage Woods of Flora offers cozy private apartments and personalized service plans for active seniors. Our affordable assisted lifestyle includes 3 meals every day, assistance with chores and medications, and a full calendar of social activities. At Heritage Woods, you can visit with friends, enjoy an evening of music, or play an afternoon of Wii bowling, all without leaving your home. We even have a beauty shop in-house. For more information, stop by 1003 West 4th Street or call Valerie at 618-662-4599.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
And
that's exactly why everybody else wants it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Taking the Points. Take the points. Take the points. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Marty David.
Right below
we
the
do
camera.
need a cue card.
Put it right below the
There's
camera.
all kinds of things that we need cue cards for. Not a ton of time left. Let's talk a little bit about baseball. At what point, fellas, does a team's start go from being just a start to a trend? I mean, so you've got the Pirates off to an outstanding start. You've got the Mets off to a great start. You've got the Red Sox off to a great start. At what point does that say, hey, there might be good this year, as opposed to, oh, that's just dumb luck? Does it depend on how many times they're playing the Reds?
I would think that absolutely depends on that, and I would think at least 3 or 4 times through their rotations. because I mean you got to see what their pitching staff's going to be, especially once they get into the flow of the season where you're going through all 5 men in your rotation. I think going through 3 or 4 trips through your rotation really, so a good 20, 25 games in.
What do you think, Jamie?
I agree with that, and I also think you have to get your bullpen set. The Cardinals' bullpen already looks a lot different than it started out, thanks to Bud Norris.
Yeah.
And having Jordan Hicks in there.
Certainly looks a lot different than what they were thinking about even in mid-March.
Yeah.
Mid-March to the end of March it changed, and then they signed Holland. And
I still believe in Holland. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but he's going to get there, and that's going to change things again. But I think it's just you got to wait till a team's set, and then you go from there. I'm not making any predictions at this point about how good a team. Although I do feel a lot better about the Cardinals than I did
last week, ladies and gentlemen. When you saw this show, if you watched the show last week, we had a bit of a. We were in the middle of a come apart, but we were saved by the loving wisdom of Marty David to keep us from having the come apart. And
playing the Reds helps.
Playing the Reds does help.
They feel like their worst start since 1908.
Well, we got the Cubs so scared they're canceling games.
Yeah, they can't play in the.
It's cold.
It's too cold. They can't play. You think being Chicago guys, they'd be used to it.
I guess if you're still one World Series, you don't realize how cold it gets that time of year either, though. So.
They've won 3.
I'm just
my
numbers.
The Cardinals tried to blow it last night, but pulled it.
For those on Friday morning, it was Wednesday night or Tuesday night.
Yeah, but
Pacers with them 4.
As of Wednesday, the Cardinals have won 5 in a row. So but like you said, playing the Reds helps that.
Playing the Reds helps a ton in pretty much everything.
Man, how would you like to be a Reds fan? You got that nice ballpark.
It is a nice
and fans show up.
It's a good area right downtown on the river.
And they're just a train wreck.
And the tricky part of that is the owner was part of the DeWitt team that bought the Cardinals, so he knows how that works. The general manager's Walt Jocketty. He built the Cardinals for 10 years, for the first 10 years of the DeWitt management or ownership, and it all everything they did just turned to lead instead of turning to gold like the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Or not gold.
Well, no Leak's not there anymore. Billy Hamilton's not there anymore. They've lost a lot of their big name players the last few years too. So
Hamilton's still there.
Is he? Okay. Well, they've lost a few.
Votto's the only name they have. They've got no pitching.
Yeah.
They have no. They had 5. They had a rotation of 5 rookies last year,
and they have a good young catcher. So if they would get some pitching in there,
one would think that they could do something. Hey, folks, we're about out of time. Thank you again so much for joining us for Take the Points this evening. We do appreciate it. And I want to again stress to folks to head to, on Saturday night, head to Salem for the big annual fundraiser for the Salem Community Theater. That is Saturday night at 7 p.m. This man playing, John Spicer, he'll do a great job. Also in Mount Vernon at the Doubletree. Mount Vernon, it's the steel guitar show. Again, that's at the Doubletree from Thursday through Saturday, the 19th through the 21st. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next week.
Tell your friends to watch.
Tell your friends, go on YouTube and bump those numbers up. Watch it once, watch it twice, watch it 3 times. That's not a bad deal.
No,
see what we did wrong. Let us know.
All criticisms go to Bruce Dickey at Tuba Fossil on Twitter.
Actually, that'll show up on the screen here in just a minute. Thanks very much for watching, folks. We do appreciate it.